Hey there, Shrine Runners! Hello, and welcome to the Fox Shrine. I'm Araxis, your host, and tonight we're playing some more Star Trek Resurgence. Hey there, Callista. Hey TVPG. Hey Ada, welcome. Hope you're all doing alright. Hey there, Sid, just in time. I'm doing quite well, thank you very much for asking. Had the day off again, as I mentioned, do have the rest of the week off due to a potential COVID exposure. With any luck, don't have it. We'll keep an eye on things. And I did get confirmation that there is going to be Limbus story updates from Thursday onwards. So we're going to be doing some Limbus streams on Thursday and maybe Friday as well, depending on how long the story content is. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Anyway, let's get back into Star Trek, shall we? Alrighty then. So, where last we left off, we were mediating over shall we say, a union dispute. And it turns out that some of the leaders of the Union might have become possessed by some crystal aliens, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll find out. And it looks like they're trying to spread the possession thing. It's a whole alien cult situation, maybe. Let's get in. And where last we left off, we were about to go and find out what happened to a potential romantic interest who we had thrown in prison due to infection. Let's go! All right. We'll have a check on things. Definitely, we should get her medical attention as well, because I am concerned.
She said anything?
Thanks, 47.
Be in here for long. Just gotta sort this all out.
Alright then, fair enough. Well, there will be VODs for that, certainly. And are we stuck? No, we're not. Okay.
If there was a chance between you two, I think you've blown it out the airlock. Hope you're happy. Miranda doesn't deserve this. We're supposed to be her friends.
What did you want me to do?
I wanted to bring her to sick bay.
You weren't there until the very end.
Let's have a look. Yeah, not happy about sending them to the brig or the defensiveness, but let's be honest. Things were really weird.
We were at the start of something good, and you throw it away like that. I never thought you'd turn on me like this.
I'm sorry it came to this. I really am.
That's one of those apologies that doesn't really mean anything.
It's hard to be all in when I don't know what's going on with you.
You think I owe you an explanation? Starfleet and its never-ending search for answers.
Tried to find the other members of the security team that went to Hotari, but they're missing. We found their comm badges stashed in a Jeffries tube.
You better hurry up and find them. There's not much time left.
Miranda, if you know where they are, you have to tell us. We're All Starfleet here. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Not anymore. I have a new purpose now.
Mm-hmm.
There's something.
What is it?
Maris
Crystals.
didn't get bioscanned after returning from Hotari. Neither did the other two that are missing.
None of them were scanned.
Which should not have happened.
I knew something was wrong with her. She started acting strange when she got back from Hotari.
That would explain a lot.
We need to get more specific than that. I'll scan Petty Officer Maris and get some data to cut through all this speculation.
I think it's better if I do it.
Open up too.
Now, please don't jump me. Hey, Kuro, how you going? What's with that smile?
I can't believe this.
Alright. Any radiation? No? Chemical? Biological?
Ridiculous.
4-chamber circulatory pump. Higher than average circulatory displacement is detected. And the brain. Anomalous synaptic frequencies detected. Beta wave and delta wave output outside established norms.
Data coming in. Come here for a second.
Put the force field back up, please.
Did you know?
Know what?
That's not Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
What are you talking about?
It's right here on the tricorder.
But look at her.
Hold on. Then who is it?
From what I'm reading, she might look like Miranda. Walk and talk like her too. She has different brainwaves, and even different DNA. Somehow, this isn't the same person we left Starbase with. I'm going to feed this into the main computer and run some more analysis.
Commander, there's gotta be something we can do for her.
This is incredible. By some process we don't yet understand, Miranda's body is being rewritten. Her mind has been remapped to another personality, and her DNA is resequencing. I'm not sure the extent of it, but it appears to be pervasive. Someone has taken over and is bioforming her.
That's a crude way to describe it.
Bio.
This is a problem. A big one.
What have you done with the real Miranda? Where is she?
You're looking at her. I'm Miranda, but so much more.
Oh shit! It's a prison breakout!
Don't let them get the storage drive!
Stop! Oh shit! She got out! Well, so much for
I
sending.
noticed tech stuff.
It's not in the universal translator.
So much for sending her to security.
Who the hell are you?
We are the Scions of the Flame.
Stop her!
They're getting away!
Shoot!
Shoot her!
Damn straight I shot. And had her answer when he then decided to shoot her during her escape, which she won't soon forget. Yeah, fair enough.
Scions of the Flame? I don't like the sound of that.
never gonna believe this. The reason the Universal Translator didn't recognize that language is because it's only ever been read. It's the Takan language.
Mm-hmm. But Takan are coming back, baby.
Get your filthy Hotari hands off me! We'll burn your planet to the ground. Animals.
Wait. No.
Rise, brother. Rejoin the flame.
This can only mean our time has come.
I'm only sorry I couldn't find the more suitable host for you.
All in good time. This is only the beginning.
They're working together? An Elidian and a Hotari?
They did something to him.
Secure the Cartabula.
Cartabula?
It's the energy source.
Spread out. Search the vault.
Uh-oh.
Go back through the mine. Cut off their escape. Find them.
Time to go.
Let's get out of here. Oh, shit. Alright. Yep. Left trigger, leave cover. Aim. Enemies may require more than one shot to stun. Fair enough. Not them, apparently. Those aren't stunners. Oh boy, we're
trapped.
we're kind of outnumbered
Blocking
here.
the only exit.
Maybe not. Can you buy me some time? For what? This vehicle looks a lot tougher than that barrier.
Okay. Yep. Spark and smokes from your cover will indicate they're trying to line up a shot. Yep. Okay. Get back down. Oh, Gojo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Fox Shrine. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Shoot the Hotari woman!
Gotta... Oh, enemies will target your allies. We do not want her to die, do we? Yep. Shoot those enemies. Oh, ouch. Thank you.
Jara! Get on!
Come with me if you want to live.
Hold on to something.
Hey, Papa Duke. And I suppose at this point, they're still victims because they're being possessed by an alien crystal virus thing.
Don't stop. I'll handle them.
Oops, switch between cover spots. Yeah, sure thing. Get down.
Shoot the one driving the machine!
Oh, shit. Yeah, ear. Oh, get down. Yeah, ear.
Tylus! We're surrounded.
I'll get it working. I just need some time.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I want to say it's pretty good at making things tense for you. Definitely a step up of the shooting segments in The Walking Dead.
The lift. We're trapped.
2 to beam up.
Resolute, 2 to beam up immediately. Resolute, come in.
Jara!
Are you all right?
I think so. It hurts.
Resolute? Need that teleporter, please. Find an escape route. Oh. Aha. I mean, her species seems to be quite tough.
What are you doing?
Hold on to me.
Glad we're not in that thing.
Commander, we read you, but there's too much interference. Transporters still can't get a lock.
Hey, Etten, how you going?
Miranda was able to transport through the storm. There has to be some path through that we're not seeing.
Tetrametric radiation is saturating our sensors. There is too much interference to pick up the residual transporter signature.
Wait. Tetrametric radiation. Of course. I can align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. The crystals emit tetrametric pulses every 3.8422 seconds, roughly 26 centihertz. All of this is connected. The storm, the warp-killing field, the crystals, Miranda's alien transporter tech. Okay, I've got the transporter in calibration. There are a lot of biosigns in that mine, all stacked on top of each other.
Sensors.
I need something to identify the commander signal. Something loud, energetic.
Understood.
That tricorder thing is annoying me.
We have penetrated the storm's interference, but we are unable to pinpoint your signature. We need you to generate a high-energy event to help us...
High energy event. Got it. Tylus, are you still with me?
I am.
Good. I'm going to shoot my phaser some dilithium to cause a piezoelectric rupture.
What? Why?
Signal flare. Crystals have to be pure enough. Bigger still. Come on. Damn it.
Whoa! Dilithium explosion!
Is that energetic enough?
More than enough. I can lock onto their biosigns now.
Alright, clear debris, select targets for transport, select all targets in advance. Alright, right trigger, clear debris, and also to select targets. Gotcha.
I've got their biosigns isolated.
Commander, we have your signal.
I'm gonna tunnel a path through the ionic interference.
Alright, waypoints to create a path through. The line connecting the path will lose stability if it passes through the interference. Yellow bar indicates stability. Okay. Right stick to aim, right trigger to select and drag. Alright. Sorry. Let's get you out. Get you out. Get you out. There we go.
I've got a path. Just gotta calibrate the signal.
Alright, and frequencies at the right moment to give the transporter enough power. Yeah, lock it in place. Bar fills when cursor is at a point when the distance between the waveform is the greatest. Blue power bar at the bottom. Yep, yellow bar is located. Blue bar is full when you get a lock on the third. Don't have enough power, need to try again. Okay. So let's not enough here, I think. Let's try that. Try that. Not quite. There. There we go.
I've got a lock.
Energize.
Lucky these guys went to the Stormtrooper Academy. Wrong franchise, Papa. Oh,
We're
crap.
losing her.
The pattern is degrading. Can you hold the signal?
I'm trying.
Okay. No, that's not a good one. Over there. Does this even work? I should have read the thing more. Let's go with that. And there we go.
I got it. Come on.
It was a lot of words, alright? Medbay.
Yes.
Get her to sickbay.
Captain Solano and Ambassador Spock have just returned from Hotari.
Take a look at that.
Rydick, I need you on the bridge.
Don't
now.
stab yourself with it, by the way. Hold on, I'm just gonna Just gonna exit to the main menu for a moment, and then get back to the game, because that, maybe that'll make that tricorder signal go away.
I'm here.
The Elydians are preparing to attack Hatari.
Status report.
The systems are now fully powered. All torpedo tubes open.
They're preparing to fire.
We should hail the Elydian flagship, Captain.
Readying phasers if you want them.
Stand by. Await my order. Recommendation, Commander? We need to act quickly.
Hail the Elydians. Maybe we could talk some sense into them.
Hail them.
No response.
Try it again.
Still nothing.
The Elydians. They've powered down their weapons.
Odd. You sure about that, Mr. Armand?
They're venting some kind of gas from their ship. Hold on. Now all of their systems have shut down.
That's unexpected.
Wonder if that guy got back to their ship.
Commander Ermont, scan them again. We have to be sure.
No mistaking it. They're dead in the water.
What's happening?
There's an energy dampening field coming from Tau.
Take us out of range.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, the flagship is hailing us.
On screen.
Zeldy to the Starship Resolute. Our main power cores are completely disabled. The more power we give, the more it takes. Running off batteries. Life support systems have failed. Unable to ventilate. Contaminated atmosphere.
Admiral, you are about to launch an attack on a defenseless planet.
Kobliat, you sided with the Hotari in the negotiation, but that does not matter now. My crew is going to die. Please, I beg of you. You must render assistance. System failures are compounding around my ship.
We'll help you.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Yeah, Solana was encouraged by Ajara's empathy when the Elydian Admiral appealed for help.
Admiral, excuse us while we devise a rescue plan.
By my estimate, the crew only have 23 minutes before their atmospheric mix becomes lethal.
While we may not be able to transport the Elydians directly, if we were to transport them from their ship to a nearby shuttlecraft, it should be possible to amplify the transporter signal there and reroute it to the Resolute.
The Ambassador's plan is incomplete. An away team will have to beam aboard the Zeldy and set up pattern enhancers for a stable enough signal out of the dampening field.
Thank you for identifying my deficiency, Commander Chovak.
Jara, I need a senior officer in command of this. Take Chovak and Bedrosian in the shuttle and get it done.
Understood.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edselar, you will be part of the rescue mission. As will I. We will bring the shuttle within transporter range of the Zeldy, then beam you both aboard.
Beam us on board. Why?
The pattern enhancers must be placed on the Zeldy to make it possible to beam the Elydians back to the Resolute. Gather the pattern enhancers and get to the docking bay.
Right. And yeah, well, I mean, if they've got the special, like, ancient precursor empire artifact,
What's that?
that's
We're going to
not
rescue
defenseless,
the Elydians,
certainly.
The people that oppressed the Hotari, when we should be going to rescue Miranda. This thing that's happened to Miranda is like the Trill symbiosis joining, only worse. And I've seen too many people I care about wiped away by some greater entity to stand by while the same thing happens to her. I wanted no part of it then, and I won't stand for it now. Their bodies stolen and used like puppets.
I'm not giving up on her either. We'll get her back.
Whatever it takes.
Right now, we've got other lives to save.
Yeah.
away team is ready.
Okay, this looks like it's the first time they're in the same room together. Yeah, she's a Trill. But not all Trill are joined, necessarily, if I'm remembering correctly.
Resolute to Shuttlecraft Melville. You're cleared for takeoff.
Acknowledged, Resolute. Melville taking off.
Yeah, the Trill are like a more positive version of the Goa'uld in Stargate. I suppose you could think of them as being more like the Tok'ra. Oh, okay, yep. Hazards. Ionic Storm will fill the path of dangerous hazards. Green. Yep, fly through the rings. Resume. Oh. There we go. Careful. Oh, there's some electricity in that one. Be careful. Oh shit, you're getting in my way, buddy. Don't knock me off course. Oi. Fine. You're gonna move. I'm gonna move as well. Oh, crap. Okay. Where are you?
We are within range. Any closer will put the shuttlecraft at risk. Preparing to transport the away team. Energizing.
Errand of Mercy.
The ship's life support. It's almost completely drained.
And the other systems, too.
Oh no.
We gotta get to their transporter room.
The atmosphere in here is turning to poison.
Why
All these Elydians are going to die if we don't get them out of here.
Why is the phaser option available for me?
These must close in case of emergency. They don't have enough power left to function. Carter, give them a charge with your phaser. Should make them open.
It's nice when there's like a universal power system where you can just shoot an energy beam at it and it will work for restoring power. Holster. I'm pretty sure I could have just moved my head a bit. Okay. Where are you, buddy? Probably just go underneath this one, huh? And you're gonna be behind, right? Why is a combat ship's crew going on combat without protection from vacuum? The Expanse was really good about this, I found. They were a whole lot more careful with
not working.
No power's running through anything.
Battle situations.
We gotta get him open manually.
I am the ranking officer here. State your intentions. We are under siege. Explain yourselves.
What does it look like? We're here to rescue you.
And yet, you cannot even open a door.
Whoa there.
I am still able to stand. What are you trying to do?
We gotta get into your transporter room.
Then we can get your people off the ship.
Star Trek is very much not hard sci-fi. It uses space magic all the time. Not necessarily anything wrong with that, just as long as you're aware going into it. It's about as sci-fi as Star Wars is sci-fi.
Evenly spaced. We need to manually adjust beam trajectory so they connect.
I got this one. You get the others.
Is this a mirror puzzle? Yeah, that's why there's jokes about like the whole sort of like reverse of the polarity and all that. Okay, time to align. Just lock you there. Lock you there. Lock you there. And... No.
Alright. The pattern enhancers are aligned and ready to go. Let's round them up.
These will boost the signal so we can transport through the storm. We have a shuttle outside this ship that will route the signal to the Resolute.
Quite right, Papa. Asteroid belts
All crew to transporter room 2.
Not
We are
incredibly
evacuating.
crowded like a lot of like shows like to portray.
We're live.
Space is big.
Here they come.
Okay, coordinates. Beam status. Energizing controls.
Please step on the platform so we can evacuate you, Admiral.
The crew goes first, Arminta.
Sir.
I mean it.
You! Get on the platform already!
Okay, the interface is in Elydian, but the layout is the same as a Starfleet transporter. I just gotta do what I did before. Select the people to transport. Plot a path through the ionic interference.
Okay.
Okay,
There we go.
just have to calibrate the signal gain to get the highest possible output.
Let's head over here. That one. Not getting there we go.
That wasn't enough power.
Oh, not quite enough.
Look for the place where the
Was a little
waveforms
bit
are
soon.
farthest apart.
Okay. And there we go.
Even at this range, the interference is too much. The system is suggesting better transport coordinates. D, it's the shuttle. You're sitting right in the thick of it. I'm sending you specific coordinates for a clear signal path.
Radical maneuvering for 25 kilometers. Quiet. Hey,
Waypoint's been added to the
How you
navigation
going?
computer. There, Commander. Give or take 50 meters.
What's May 30th? Is that the Gundam game? God damn it. That should be interesting. Oh, let's navigate away from you a little bit. Free is good. I would prefer a single-player Gundam game, to be honest. But I'll take what I can get. I guess it is on PC, Callista. It's a multiplayer game. Sadly, I would prefer a single-player one. Yeah, arena shooter, essentially. 6v6, I think. I suppose team shooter would be right.
Energize.
I have the first group of Illydians in the pattern buffer. Redirecting and transmitting to the Resolute now.
This is Resolute. We have the Illydians safely aboard.
We did it! I was so worried this wouldn't work. We got this.
Good work. Keep it up.
Yes, Commander.
This is Commander Rydick. We're
Thrilled to have support and encouragement.
holding steady. Signal is good. Keep them coming.
On the plus side, as you transport more people over, you're going to lessen the burdens on the failed life support.
Admiral, you're next.
I've made it clear. I only leave after those in my charge.
Sir, I must insist you go so you can lead our people. I will see to any stragglers.
Yes, that may be for the best. But first, let me thank our human saviors. I'll pin medals on your uniforms when this is over. For all your brave work.
You're very welcome, Admiral.
Does Starfleet let you wear another fleet's medal?
We will find out.
We're ready for transport.
Get the Admiral to safety.
Energize.
Of course something breaks.
Massive power surge!
Sending available power to the annular confinement beam. I have the Illydians in the pattern buffer, but I cannot resolve their signal to send them through to the Resolute. Nor
Admiral
can I
dead?
materialize them here.
We need a better position with the Resolute.
And apparently also in the Gundam game, you can actually get out on foot as well to do stuff like plant explosives and the like. Possibly like get into different suits as well. I'm not sure of the details. I just know that that's something that you can do. That looked like a laser over there. Let's dodge that. Oh, that looked like a rock. Fly through there. Oh, shit!
I am losing their patterns. I need more power, but internal relays are not functioning.
I'll do it manually.
Manually? Get your rubber gloves on!
Trying. I will lose the transport if I do not have more time. The signal is resolving.
Please!
Fuck. Yep, Admiral dead.
We have lost the 15 Illydians in the last transport. I regret to report that we have lost the last transport.
Yeah. Eternally grateful Yara saved her from serious injury from the plasma blast.
My comrade. The Admiral.
Unfortunately, our shuttle systems were damaged by the power surge.
Can't
No
believe
longer
you saved
serve as a
someone.
transporter node.
Carter, these readings are off the charts. The source of the storm is on this ship. It must have been the power surge when it came on board.
You're right. It's a con energy source. If they call it the Cartabula, it's here.
Is that?
The intruders are preparing to bring the Zeldi to war.
And we're about to be stuck on it.
There is an old Illydian saying about leaping off the hot skillet and falling to the flame below.
Yeah, we got that one too.
This is an opportunity for us. We're on this ship. We can stay in the shadows. See where they're taking the Cartabula. And do something to stop them.
You always wanted the chance to do something big.
That's all well and good, but if we're not getting off this ship, we're really backed into a corner here.
Guessing, yeah. Overwhelming pride for a friend Carter when he reacted with a positive attitude upon learning that it was stranded aboard the Zeldi.
We can't get off this ship.
But maybe I could target somewhere on the ship.
We are reading the warp engines powering up.
Yeah, we picked up on that.
We do not have a way to evacuate you from the Zeldi. The shuttlecraft is too heavily damaged.
That's all right, Commander. We have a plan of our own. We're gonna stay on this ship.
That is very bold of you, Mr. Diaz. Live long and prosper.
He's got a sense of adventure as well, I see. Impressed by Carter's undaunted courage when he learned that there would be no rescue attempt.
I hear voices down the corridor.
We'll be here soon.
I'll guard the door. You just get us out of here, Diaz.
Hey, Stretch. Help us with this map. Find somewhere as remote as you can.
They're almost here.
Remote. Cargo bay?
There. The aft cargo bay.
That is acceptable.
Sounds good to me.
Whatever you're doing, do it now!
Alright.
We're locked in. Board to transport.
Come on, Belle.
Don't be a hero! I said don't!
It's too late for him. Carter!
3 to transport.
Mm-hmm.
Energize.
Three officers talking while a single private fights. We're not, technically we're petty officers. The two Starfleet characters. So I don't think those count. Like, we're just like a couple of engineers. The alien guy, yeah, he's probably an officer. Okay, cool.
I held on as long as I could.
We saved many lives. And our people on the Zeldi knew the risks their duties entailed.
Contact the Resolute, Mr. Chovak. Have them bring us back.
Yes, Commander.
I gotta make sure that nothing goes wrong with the teleporters, because clearly something can. Something just did, even. There is that comic about the teleporter guy. No, this is
You saved as many
O'Brien, I
lives
think?
as you could. And more importantly, you looked after your crew. That's what counts. You have to look out for your own, first and foremost.
I just wish I could have saved them all.
We all do. But you did the best you could. So, no point beating yourself up over it. Unfortunately, the Admiral was...
Yeah, understood Jara's conflicted feelings over the lives that couldn't be saved during the Elydian ship rescue.
among those who didn't make it. I'm sure it's a huge blow to the Elydians. I hope they don't blame us. We suffered our own losses as well.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that. I wanted a chance for you and I to speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hatari, or Khan, I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves.
Why is that?
Under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what's at stake for you, too. I can't afford another mission gone wrong, and I'm really counting on your support.
He doesn't want to report it because of his
I don't
pride.
want to raise a false alarm just yet. I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this isn't about you. The lives of everyone who wears a uniform are at stake.
I don't see it that way.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way.
Yeah, he didn't like that. Disappointed by Yara's refusal to support his decision whether to alert Starfleet about the status of the mission. You gotta let them know! Like, even if you, like, solve it on your own, they're gonna be like, well, why did you let us know about this, right?
Update on our efforts to trace the Zeldi's warp signature.
Unfortunately, no. Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Sidron referred to it as the Cartabula.
Yes, I've been analyzing your tricorder scans. This Cartabula is more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
Something that powerful in their hands?
We have to find that ship.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
Yeah.
The Hotari must know.
But it's also the first officer's job to let the captain know. Once the order's done, yes,
and
but...
our only source on the inside is now in sickbay.
Tylus.
The Takan also compromised our systems when Petty Officer Maris stole data from our computer core.
We're assessing what was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly what they had access to.
Starfleet needs to know about this.
We're not contacting Starfleet until we fully understand the situation. There are too many unknowns.
They stole our data. That's reason enough to warn Starfleet.
But the captain does have a point. It might be better to wait until we know more.
Yeah, alright then.
I would have to agree with the captain. There's no point causing undue panic based purely on speculation.
We need to know more before we go off half-cocked sounding the alarm.
And support him in public while letting him know behind
I expect we'll meet resistance.
the scenes that we should go for contacting Starfleet.
We no longer have an official role here.
We still have a responsibility to the Hotari and the Elydians.
Frustrated when Jara vacillated, leaving him questioning the choices. Jara's support of Solano ill-advised. Clearly wants us to be consistent in some way. Apparently it is protocol to... what was the other one?
On are a threat to both their civilizations.
No.
The doc.
They're a threat to us.
Yeah, wasn't happy to withhold information. Yeah.
The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Taconian and displacing that of its host.
A single person? Like...
It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level.
A multiplicity?
Bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
Oh no, okay, yeah.
Is there some way it could be reversed?
That's exactly what I've been trying to find out. So far, it appears the answer is no. Once the Taconian takes control, the displacement of the host is irreversible. And the bioforming appears to be permanent. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped and nearly killed a few of our crew. So we know this about those scions. They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hotari could offer insight into their true intentions. Under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
What if there are no Hotari left? If Galvin and Sidron were Takan, who else? The Queen?
I think we would know if that were the case. We'll take every precaution.
With the Cartabula gone,
This is Kirk's sidekick. This game takes place after Next Generation, so I would imagine it's that Kirk. That Spock, sorry.
can confirm we have regained warp capability and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Ermot, see if we can arrange a meeting on Hotari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
You're long overdue for a Duridium infusion.
Looks like I am.
Aside from almost running out of Duridium, you're in good health.
Nice to get some positive news for a change.
You I don't worry about. The captain, however...
Go on.
You see it, don't you? He's desperate. Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's not normal behavior for a captain. And you encouraged him. Which was disappointing when you showed you were willing to defy the captain by reversing hull polarity back at Starbase. You've spent enough time with him now, seen enough of how he runs the ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know I wouldn't.
To be honest, I'm worried about him. Seems like the stress of this mission is getting to him. He has so much riding on its success, and I am concerned he'll do something rash to ensure it.
To know we see eye to eye on this. And I want to be clear, I care about Solano, I really do. I've been his doctor for years. There are more important things at stake than offending an old friend. If it gets any worse, you know where to find me.
What's she doing there? Shares the concern that his judgment may be impaired, huh?
Jara.
Monitor your Duridium levels. I'll be right back.
How's your wound?
Like it was never there. I feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life. Even with the wonders of your technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
I should be thanking you. You took that disruptor shot for me. Without you, I might be the one in sickbay, or worse.
Well, I couldn't just let you die. Not after all you did to help.
I won't forget it.
We saw the truth down in those mines. What Sidron and Galvin really are. Who they've become. The lengths they're willing to go to. What they did to that Elydian. It's hard to accept that everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie. The horror of that underneath our feet the entire time.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I needed your help, but I didn't intend to show you something so disturbing.
Well, I can't unsee it. But we Hotari don't cower from an unpleasant truth.
Commander Rydick, you're needed on the bridge at once.
What is it?
The Hotari have agreed to meet.
Yeah, there's a difference between like talking privately and talking in public. I'm not a military person. Maybe you are, Papa?
They haven't found us yet.
But like at least it sounds to me like there is a difference between like private conversations and public ones.
But if we can get access to the Zeldi systems, we might be able to figure out what the Takan are up to. You got somewhere we could do that?
Okay, this guy is a major, huh? Okay, cool.
For how uptight the Elydians are, their cargo bay is kind of a mess.
Come on, Carter.
Let me look
We
around.
need to stick with the tall guy.
Huh. Elydian consoles still have mechanical keyboards as a backup.
There's more stuff over here.
Power cells.
Ooh, power cells.
Supplement main system power with these. Good thing this was here. Made it a lot easier to transport across the ship. If we took another second, Miranda might have...
I suppose the Starfleet has also always been more mildly military than actually military.
No time to look over here. I better follow Major Arminta.
Even if they're sort of like using military ranks, like Star Trek's always played it really loose.
Based on how this is reinforced, probably contains dilithium. Stray phaser blast could cause a piezoelectric rupture and blow a hole in the ship. Better be careful. Looks airtight and climate controlled. Must be where they put the precious cargo.
The third party is there as a possible witness. A conversation is official. Okay. That's interesting to know. I do appreciate hearing all of these different sorts of things about how things work in reality versus how they work in fiction. You're actually quite tall, aren't you? I suppose that's why he's got that nickname, huh?
Up there? All right. Etzelar, let's do this.
The internal sensors.
The what?
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several of them around the room.
Got it. We'll disable them.
How? They're too high to reach, even for me.
Not too high for our phasers.
Low power, Nelly. Let's not set off any fire alarms.
I got the ones over here.
Well, they seem more like,
Got one.
And so Starfleet's supposed to be sort of like a research sort of mission, right?
Hurry, Carter!
I am!
Any more? Ah, over there.
Only one left.
Where's the other one? Over there at all? Probably over here, right?
Here it comes.
Military exploration and research. Hey there, Professor Siege.
It worked. They won't be able to detect us.
That buys us some time.
Now that the Zeldi has its power again, I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
The Takan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
Don't give up on her yet, Carter. For all we know, she was trapped, watching it happen. Fighting it the whole time.
It never hurts to hold on to hope. Especially when it's someone you care about.
And I know it looks bad, but we're gonna get her back. I won't let her go.
Hope she liked that. Remains hopeful after Carter suggested there might be a way to get Miranda back when they were aboard the Zeldi. Though obviously with Jara's sort of plot line, Dr. Duvall suggested that this is impossible. Who knows, we'll might be able to find out how things go. Yeah. Thing has a bar with a picture window and carpets in the hallways. It's also got, like, children on board as well.
I know it seems like we could never trust her again. But maybe there's a way to turn her back and Miranda could help us stop the Takan. Here, on the ship. Just because the Trill joining is permanent doesn't mean the Takan bioforming has to be.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend. You have to think like a soldier. She's our enemy now. She'll be dealt with like the rest of the Takan.
My friend Miranda is not responsible for what she's doing. The Takan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself. If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy. It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
You don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to ignore the truth.
There is no such thing as just one life. And she is not lost. This isn't calculus. You can't just break it down by the numbers.
Perhaps that's why my admiral and everyone else in the final transport was lost. A problem with your calculus. Our losses are mounting. Yours are just beginning.
We're stuck on this ship, same as you.
I'm blocked out of helm control. Propulsion? And they're closing down systems faster than I can check them.
Yeah, there's a few ships in Starfleet that are more combat-focused, like the Akira class.
I can hardly keep up.
And that's a tiny ship compared to the Enterprise.
Let us help.
Fine. They're using a senior officer's access code to lock down our systems from the bridge. The Takan must have turned someone in command.
Here's something. I can see the course they have plotted in.
Alright.
Long way from Hotari space.
I hope the Resolute is all right back there.
The Zeldi. That's where we are.
That's not exactly news.
Where are we going?
The Lydian fleet has explored a lot of systems, but it's all in the opposite direction of where we're going. We're headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot sooner than I like to think about, too.
That can't happen. We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Elydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takan. You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to. And I'll bring it back to Elydia, or I'll destroy it. I won't let it stay in the hands of the enemy.
Think strategically. We stand a better chance by working together. You're right to be angry, but it doesn't do any good to turn it on us.
Fair enough.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship.
He's got a thing now, does he? Major Arminta. Highly of Carter's efforts to diffuse attention and overcome their differences aboard the Zeldi. Fair enough. Yeah. Like, this is post Next Generation, as I've mentioned. I'm not quite sure. I don't quite recall how post it was. Like, obviously, we've got Spock as an ambassador now. I think it might have mentioned it at some point. Yeah.
So that we don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zeldi, that also means they can't use that Cartabula thing.
I still need to watch
I'm not
DS9.
sure we can do much more from here.
What's this? It's a data stream.
It looks to be a two-way communication.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying.
Right. Let's unfuzzy this.
Okay. That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
Itasca, is that you?
Major!
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage.
We're not the bad guys yet,
Major,
Infernal.
we've seen Sidron and the other Hatari. And if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Itasca, are you still there? Itasca, are you still there?
You shouldn't trust anyone else you meet. The Hatari have been transforming people on this ship. We've seen it happen.
Bioforming.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
I wouldn't necessarily call the Vulcans the good guys or anything.
Are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's Itasca. You're going to have to trust me. I know Lieutenant Itasca well. That's her. Clear and not under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
I can do that, Major.
Then we don't have time to lose. We'll make it to you undetected, and we'll free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
I may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
Unmasking. Got a Phoenix right this. Okay, I don't think she's been
Your Majesty,
possessed.
an apology is in order. The Federation...
Spare us your apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations.
Compared to the Romulans,
you said
sure.
You were here under the pretense of peace, yet you trespassed into our minds. I should have known you couldn't be trusted when you sided with the Elydians. Your intentions have been clear from the start.
We knew you were hiding something. We had to find the truth.
I hope you were satisfied with what you found.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Yeah, of course he doesn't like that. Didn't care for Jara's weak excuse for trespassing in the mines. Amused by her bold and aggressive statements in the Queen's chamber.
Actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Galvin speaks for the Hotari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Elydians have agreed the mines will remain under Hotari control.
We now recognize the Hotari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter resolved.
Why would you do
Why
this?
would you do that? You've given up everything and gained nothing.
We have peace. Fairness was never part of the bargain.
I thank you for coming. But the sooner the Federation leaves...
I mean, it's the outcome I want,
The hell we
but
will.
it's as suspicious as hell.
What about my crew trapped aboard that ship? Or what you did to my security team? The data you stole?
Not with the precursor Empire waking up.
I want to make one thing clear. No one is to leave Hotari space without Federation approval. No one.
You think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render judgment in this petty dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing. Blinding you to the real power at work here. Something far beyond your feeble imagination.
Enough of this nonsense. You're not fooling anyone. We know you're Takan.
Takan. A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years, and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
What's yours was once ours. So it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost.
Might as well come out in the open.
Everything you hold dear will be gone. The first of many painful losses to come.
You do realize this will never work. The Federation will stop you no matter what it takes.
Will they? From what I can tell, the Federation is little more than a loose
Power
assemblage
of
of
cringe.
the weak and the misguided. But I certainly invite them to try.
Genocide is never an
You might
option.
be surprised how many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen. We will not stop until we've reclaimed what is rightfully ours. Imagine what a queen, a starship captain or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way, the only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Zip!
Seize them.
Get us out of here, now!
Ride it to Resolute. Beam us out.
Well, we've established that the Mind Plague has spread.
You ever done something like this before?
Close quarters combat? Infiltrating an enemy stronghold?
Something like that.
I once spent 6 days crawling through sewers during the siege of Tofar Ket to retake the citadel there. That's just one of many campaigns I've served in. My dress uniform is well decorated. I can assure you of that.
I'm sure you've given yourselves plenty of medals.
I'm glad we're here with you. We need your kind of experience.
I should say you do. And I'll be glad to have Lieutenant Itasca with us. She fought shoulder to shoulder with me in that siege.
So you're pretty close, huh?
She's like a daughter to me. She's saved my life more than once. She's more than just a comrade in arms.
Don't worry. We'll get her and the others free.
I'll worry less when that's been done. But once we have my comrades...
I really hope that this is going to be fine and this isn't them... that they don't already have her and this is just a way to lure us out. Grateful for Carter's confidence and optimism when concerned about Itasca. Tukon in their prime versus the Borg in their prime. Tukon would win. This shit world, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the Fox Shrine. I hope you enjoy your stay. It is an interesting game. I'm quite enjoying this.
Proper soldiers. We'll be able to retake the bridge. Then, our fleets will catch up to us. The ATP is just down that corridor.
Is this the artillery platform?
This is the power distribution for the forward armament cluster.
How did they fall, I wonder? I've never heard of them before. I know that they were apparently in TNG, but probably it's like a one-off episode or something.
There was combat here. Disruptor burns on the walls. Signs of a grenade detonation.
Is there another way in?
The only way is through there. We could go halfway around the ship and would end up coming into this same area from a different side.
Speak at normal
We'd still
volume,
have to cross that.
so that the audience can hear.
The distribution conduits have been knocked loose.
Oh, excuse me.
Currents in those lines would be lethal. Is there any way to power those down?
Each circuit has a control panel that regulates power to the magnetobanks.
I can track connections between the power lines and the control panels. I should be able to clear a safe path to your crew.
We'll get the door open here.
It's heavy.
Well, a Zero wiped them out because they were too advanced? Not Q? I'm not familiar with Zero. Okay. So I've got those power lines over there. Yeah, I know that there's something up with Whoopi Goldberg. Right, so over there. And yeah, we're not walking across that. Okay. So we've got that ladder there. Is there anything around here at all? No. Fish story, star of their home system went supernova and ended the Empire. I mean, geez. Like, if you're intergalactic empire, like losing a planet, even your capital is gonna suck, but you can come back from that. Oh, that gas is bad. Got another ladder there. Aha. Electricity over there, so this will probably reroute it over to where I'm at. Gwynnon. I'm not sure who Zero is then, or O rather. Okay, multiple ladders here. Yeah, that might cause a power vacuum, certainly. But it depends on the sort of empire that you've got. And you'd still have, like, the remnants and all that, right? Could be. Do you mean like the Organians, perhaps?
You! Federation, you made it.
Barely. There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
They
It
backed
does.
us into a corner.
We did that to drive them out. Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here. Get down!
I think they've given up on capture.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure they're on our side if they're shooting. Otherwise, it's
We'll never make it if we go back that way. You, give me a hand with this!
Otherwise, it's a very elaborate double cross. Similar to Q, gotcha.
Behind us!
There could be one, certainly, but at the very least, it's not the whole crew. Oh, objects can explode. Small delay. Gotcha. Oh, ouch.
Go, Federation! You take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
Don't die. Oh no!
Fall back! Hold it back!
Oh boy, I wouldn't want to be grabbed. I don't think they want hugs. I think they want to give us the mind plague. Ouch.
You're outnumbered. Come on, hurry! No!
No! You can't just run in there.
Must live to fight.
We let the enemy take them. Hadri and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that, and I'll answer for it when I die. It's not the Illidian way to leave one of our own behind. It's a sin to do so.
We've lost people too. I know it's not easy.
What makes it worse is that when we were in there, trapped, Hadri is the one who said that we had to live to fight. And we all agreed. We said...
Thankful for Carter's empathy and understanding. It'd actually be he, when he shared her guilt over the fellow soldiers that they couldn't save aboard the Zeldi.
If one of us was taken, the others wouldn't stop. We'd keep going, make our way to the bridge. They died so we could fight on.
The Takan don't want them dead.
They want to steal their bodies. And steal their minds.
The Takan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan. They know we're heading to the bridge.
General quarters.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go? You look exhausted.
I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty rough.
Oh no. That's what I was afraid of. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Illidians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
There's no deal.
No. They're all Takan now. The Hotari, the Illidians, everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore.
Yeah, I think in the Expanse, they sort of mention the difficulty it is in actually, like, seizing a capital ship. Because, like, there's, like, 3 different points that you sort of have to go after. And, like, if you fail to grab even one, like, they can just, like, trigger the self-destruct. So, being a Marine is not fun at all. Also, hey Albus, welcome! I don't know why you're awake either, but welcome! Glad to have you around. Hope you're doing alright. We're playing Star Trek. It's a great game, by the way. I think you'd enjoy this.
Everything I've ever known is gone.
Hotari isn't lost yet. This is far from over. It will be your home again, I promise.
Thank you.
The Federation stands with the Hotari.
Devastated to hear the disturbing news, but took solace in Jara's words of reassurance.
You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Shields up!
Commander Rydick, we need you on the bridge immediately. We've got an Elydian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
Or what was the Veskar? Now I'm not so sure.
Bring it up on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us.
Be nice if we had the Admiral.
Commander?
Have you tried hailing them?
Try it.
Hailing the Elydian ship now.
Have you tried anything?
400 kilometers in closing.
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready. Incoming.
Lock phasers
That's...
and open fire.
That's a whole bunch of crystals on that ship.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's not
God
good.
damn it, return fire.
Are they shooting crystals at
Modulate
us?
the shield frequencies. See if we can get us any cover.
Commander,
I've got this. Just keep firing.
Invert the polarity.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll try another.
Modulate the shield mutation.
There. We've got incoming. How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
He's out cold.
I do like the Andorians. They're pretty cool.
Why'd they stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
The captain do be kind of useless. He likes trains at least.
Commander Rydak, where's your captain?
You're speaking to me.
At least, not yet.
You're dealing with me. Is that a problem?
One inferior life form is as good as another. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment. But I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first.
No, stop, don't.
Is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
It's entirely possible you could destroy us. But the truth is, we're worth more to you alive than dead. Better if we report back to Starfleet about the power of Taconian technology, and the futility of fighting it.
There might be value in that. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. That the Federation would stop me no matter what. Your performance in this encounter has not supported that claim.
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
But the Takan are not mere savages. So I've decided to let you live. Because there's merit to the idea you're worth more to me alive. Tell your Federation that Takan are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape with your lives. But next time, you may not be so lucky.
We appreciate your mercy.
And you rely on it.
He liked that. Impressed by Yara's cleverness when the Veskar had the Resolute at its mercy. This guy's kind of a dick, isn't he? And yeah, generally, kinetic force is going to be really nasty. Oh, hey there, senpai. Welcome. Let's go and get a drink. Give me a moment while we recover from all that action. Dude, come back. One of your tickets fell off. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to go and get myself a drink. Okay. All right. Let's stretch a little bit before we resume the action. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Papa. Thank you very much for the follow. Sorry I was not here to say that possibly before you went off. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Fox Shrine. Hope you enjoy your stay, and yeah, I hope you enjoy your own rest. Why do some of the Khan refer to themselves as the Scions of the Flame? If I had to guess, this is all just theorizing. I'm thinking that they are part of some sort of backup plan in case their empire got wiped out. And as such, they're the Scions of the Flame in order to bring the fire back to the Khan Empire. So probably all the people in this, like these crystal sort of like stasis things, are the Scions of the Flame. That's just my working theory anyway. But yeah, let's get back to this. Maybe we'll find out later if there's anything else to it.
I've lost their signal.
Can you track their warp signature?
Nothing. It's untraceable, just like before.
Yeah, he's doing the villain thing.
Ambassador Spock. I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
No half measures. If you're gonna wipe out your enemies, wipe them out.
Status of the repairs.
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Commander Rydick, you had the Khan after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment, given our current situation and the losses we have suffered?
Both knowledge and reinforcements.
I think we don't know enough. We need more information.
In that case, we might have an option.
Spock liked that. Yeah. Realistic assessment of the situation after the Resolute was attacked. Because, yeah, like, if we call in the fleet and the fleet is ineffective, that's not going to be useful. Admittedly, calling in the fleet might mean more heads, meaning more possibilities to work out what's going on. But you don't want them to jump into a trap, essentially.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
The nearest Federation outpost is Angoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
That sounds like a good idea, to be honest.
Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area and with Portal 6-3. His guidance will prove invaluable and should alleviate your concerns.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
According to Commander Riker's records of meeting Portal 6-3, he was willing to listen to reason. We may be able to convince him that Galvin is wrong.
Or he'll just be happy to learn his civilization is making a comeback. In which case, we only compound the problem.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydek.
Yeah, could see the reasoning behind Jara's rational approach to traveling to Delphi Ardu 4, despite the concerns he might be walking into a trap. And Taliostro, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. Oh, you're playing some Star Trek Resurgence as well. Nice. So far, the game's been really good. I'm not sure where you're at. I'm not sure if you've finished yet or not. But yeah, welcome. For those who don't know me, I am Araxis Denacia, your revolutionary bartender. And yeah, we're currently possibly heading to Delphi Ardu 4. I think they said 6 there, but that's written 4. We'll have to find out what they mean in particular. But yeah, no problem, Sid. I do understand. I hope you get a good rest, and let's go back into the game. Music is slightly louder than the voices. I can turn the music down a little bit for you. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of small errors with the game as well, TVPG, 100%. I still enjoy the game, mind you. Like, it is definitely a little rough around the edges, but it's still very much Star Trek, and it's something that I'm enjoying a lot, so I'm willing to look past it. Look past it mostly, anyway.
Her logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
How is your Star Trek going, Taliostro?
And I will speak with the Council. They need to understand the magnitude of the situation. I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
Yeah, like over here, there's been a lot of moments where the subtitles just don't exist for a line, for example.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship, so we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for... Take cover!
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
Way behind, fair enough.
You should be able to patch into the
I do understand if you might want to not get spoiled on things.
On my signal.
And yeah, it does need some patches, 100%. But the atmosphere and story, as you say, has been superb, 100%.
Looking for the bridge doors. Wait, what's this?
Got something?
Gravity. If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the seal.
Nice.
He'll never see it coming.
Itasca, get ready to charge.
Charge?
For some gravity polarity.
Now.
Now!
Amazing.
Close in.
How do we get them down?
Hopefully the universe doesn't explode. Do we have cuffs? I'd feel better if we could cuff these guys. Zip ties, maybe?
What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
Yeah, no worries, Tally. I totally understand.
I haven't decided yet.
It's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
It may not be convenient, but we don't kill enemies who've surrendered.
Keeping prisoners is a luxury we don't have.
It's not a damn luxury.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Takan could show up any minute. Crystals. They're all over this place.
Fussy crystals. Alright. Well, let's have a look at the place first. And then we'll pull out the tricorder.
Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
Alright.
This console looks unaffected.
That's good to know. Let's check out the rest of the consoles, shall we? Just have a quizzical glance at that one.
Gotta figure this out before we get wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us, we're in a whole different kind of trouble.
You're following me, I guess. Fair enough. You might have important info for me.
Two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Lydian programming.
Okay, so they're reprogramming the computers as well.
Any trouble?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
He's looking for any excuse
Hey,
to
Dr.
vaporize the
Nex.
prisoners. But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry
Well,
up
for
and figure
one,
out this bridge.
this isn't first
That's the best way
person.
to help.
2, it's not a shooter.
Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
How you going? Oh, let's get off them and have a look over here and check out their weapons. Alright. So far, I would probably rate the game 8 out of 10, I suppose. There are the story and atmosphere, the writing, that's all really good. The performance of the characters, they're good. There are a lot of sort of like minor graphical glitches here and there. I think it would be better if it had a higher FPS, as in frames per second rather than first-person shooter. And lacks a few sort of like options, like I normally play like inverted camera for vertical. It doesn't have that option for me, so it's causing a little bit of problems for me. A few sort of like minor issues with like subtitling. But Other than, like, that's sort of like some roughness, if you're into Star Trek and Telltale-style adventure games, solid thumbs up. That's how I would rate this game so far. And see you later, TVPG.
Careful where you point that thing.
Doesn't look very ergonomic.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
Not sure.
As far as I know, I'm about halfway through, at least from what people have told me about the game's length. I could be mistaken, certainly, because it's my first time playing, but I think I'm about the halfway point. I have been playing for, let's see, about 6 hours or so. And I think the game's meant to be about 12 to 14 hours. Stop making you want the game. I can't help it if you end up wanting the game because of how I'm describing it. I gotta be honest with my feelings. Alright. Let's see if we can scan over here, shall we? But yeah, the game is a little bit rough, certainly.
These crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all. Everything I try, it just ignores me.
Maybe we should try that other console.
Good idea.
Was this a console up over here? It seemed fine, right?
Engine's a red line, running in full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
That much reactor output would drive us past the theoretical top speed of this ship. So how fast are we actually going?
I think we've reached ludicrous speeds at this point. Okay, can't scan that one. That one's down apparently. That one's down as well. Let's try these ones. This one here.
It's the Takan language.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program. This control station won't do us any good either. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
Flying the ship from somewhere else.
That should be impossible. But it explains why there's less than a full bridge crew. If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling it from?
Guess we'll have a talk with the prisoners and see what they've got to say. Can we scan them at all? No. Running at 127% of maximum output should be impossible, but temporary modifications to the vessel may have increased output limits beyond factory settings. Let's check out the other things that we sort of like saw here. Draconian crystal growth infesting Elydian tech. Growth has disabled normal use of this console. The growth is receiving signals from another location. Alright. We're going to say something similar here. Operating via remote signal, admin permissions are disabled. This is to go even further beyond. Okay. This is going to be another thing where it's like we're playing like Hunt the Pixel. Oh, hold on. Over here, huh?
We're gonna be there in less than an hour.
Can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of. Even with the engines pushed as hard as they are, they wouldn't produce this speed.
Whether it's these crystals, or the power from the Cartabula, the Takan have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed. But somehow, that hasn't happened yet.
So what is their endgame? They've transformed individuals, they've transformed this ship, in a way. How far will they go?
As far as we let them. The technology certainly doesn't seem to have limits.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power. That's everything. We got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
If we can learn nothing else, then what's left is to make these Takan talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you.
Crap. Why would you keep the guns right next to them?
I thought that thing was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it. The weapons must be biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
You can't control the ship with a disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
Ah!
Let's talk.
Well, tricorders
The Titan's
can
communications officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment.
can detect differences
You
in
need to see
people.
this. The report on the data breach.
They're slight, but they're there.
Damn. It's worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well.
Oof.
Meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
At the risk of stating the obvious, wouldn't changing the algorithms solve the problem?
Yeah, I wish it was that simple. Unfortunately, it's an encrypted code that would take weeks to change, if not longer.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Let's not mention any of this shield business to Riker just yet. Put him through. Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we were all meeting
Nathan?
under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have.
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residius 6.
We do get the phaser sometimes, Charlie.
I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
Then let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
The ship overall contains both of them, right?
Well, without the ship, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So...
Anybody ever choose the ship when you asked?
I can't say that they have.
The truth is, it's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the Prime Directive. Or the mission.
I mean, I would have chosen the Federation,
Yes,
to be
so
honest.
Perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
What we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
All right.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Good, but that's just the first step. Portal is full of bluster and bravado.
What have you got to say about this, Riker? Struck by Jara's confidence when discussing seeking help from Portal 6-3. Oh, but yeah, to elaborate, Charlie. Thanks for coming by the way. The game is mostly an adventure game, so it is primarily about story and talking and the like. Like watching an episode of Star Trek, really. But there are definitely some more actiony segments. Yeah, Telltale style, if you're familiar with Telltale adventure games. But there are like segments where you do get out of phaser and start blasting. But it's not like a third-person shooter or anything like that. Like it's more like an on-rails sort of section where like enemies will be sort of popping up and you sort of like move around, sort of like blast them Time Crisis style, I would say. That Time Crisis style is probably the best way to describe that. Similar to sort of like a mini game, I guess. Like there's a whole bunch of sort of like different mini games in this, from like shooting, stealth, like scanning stuff with your tricorder, like flying the shuttle, transporter shenanigans. But yeah, there's a lot of different stuff in this. Primarily, it's an adventure game about the story. So keep that in mind going into it if you decide to get it for yourself, Charlie. It is... I personally enjoy it a lot. It's not going to appeal for everyone. If you've played The Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands, The Wolf Among Us, you've probably got a good idea of how the game is. Or even if you've just sort of like watched streams or Let's Plays of them or anything like that. Also, thanks for the Space VPN announcement, Elvis. We are in fact sponsored by Space VPN. Just click on the link in the description if you can find it. It is very well hidden. And any purchase of Space VPN gives me 10% of the proceeds.
But he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
He's not the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the Borg.
Trust me, this isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate. I need to know you're up to this.
There are some things you can't be prepared for. And if there are no specific tactical solutions, we'll just have to take our chances. After all, risk is our business.
We try to mitigate that risk as best we can. But the Starfleet we know today is built on that attitude.
Well said.
All right, Matt Carew.
There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi-Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
Machiavelli?
Your advice is well taken, Captain Riker.
All right,
No
so,
matter
yeah.
what he throws at us, we'll stand up to this.
Whatever
Takan
episode this Takan was mentioned in TNG, 16 years from then, I
The
guess.
Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious.
Fuck it, I'm telling this
Why I'm
guy.
asking.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet.
This is
shield
important.
The shield algorithms, that could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan.
Well, that's important information.
Riker
They
out.
need to know this.
I specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps.
I know you said
I thought we
that.
had an understanding.
Yeah, glad Jar was honest and transparent about the shield algorithms, and yeah, he was enraged when I told him about them, and wished that she had respected his desire to keep that info under wraps. Yeah, I know the bra was directed at Solano, obviously, but I mean, this is important information, Solano. Like, I understand that you're having a bad time of like what happened with your like ship and all that, but this is like trying to save your reputation is not as important as protecting the Federation. Like, if they don't know about this, like, then they're going to keep their freaking shield algorithms the same way, and, like, that vulnerability can be exploited. If not by the Takan, then by someone else if they happen to get the Takan data from them in some way that we're not aware of. Exactly, Senpai. Exactly, Siege. 100%, like, this information, like, it needs to be known. Like, keeping all of this under wraps is not good.
Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
Considering this is new information,
Thank you very much,
Ambassador Spock
Charlie,
doesn't have
for
yet,
following.
I figured Captain Riker would be the closest to communicate directly with Starfleet Command.
Now the cat's out of the bag. I have to think about the damage control of it all.
Welcome to the Fox Shrine.
You're dismissed.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy.
Mm-hmm.
Transmitting
Exactly,
the decipher code
Infernal.
Captain Riker provided.
Mm-hmm.
That was unpleasant. Commander Irmont, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Where are you? Prep your way, team. We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. He's not an asset. He's an enemy. So Be ready for anything.
Oh no. Well, at least we're a named person on this away team, so we're not gonna die. Not for the timid!
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you.
What happened to all the crystals? The crystals are still there. I have to imagine that the crystals are part of... And that's what's you're talking about the crystals on the outside, in which case it was a different ship. We're on the ship that didn't attack the Resolute. Yeah, we're on a different ship right now. This one doesn't have them on the outside. That one's like jumped elsewhere. This one doesn't have crystals on the exterior.
I was born 600,000 years ago, but a new age dawns today.
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Utlosa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. We are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the bridge of time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
There we go, there's our answer about the scions.
One of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartabula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire. Reborn in this time. This is just a drop in an ocean of power you cannot even imagine.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
Hello?
It's coming alive.
Makes sense.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
I'm not sure if it'll work that way.
I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then they will come here.
So you'll have no problem doing it
For
then?
you, this is a dead end.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Not if they're just going to start it again.
So you believe him?
I'm not sure.
Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you because I value my own life. When my fellow scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle will ensue. We've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We heard him. He'll talk. Trust me.
Torture doesn't
That's
work.
against Starfleet protocol.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
I'm not gonna torture them.
Yeah, over here. Yeah, disappointed when we refused to torture the Takan prisoner, and relieved when Carter refused to go along. Certainly.
Not like this. There's gotta be something we can work with here.
Okay.
Going this fast, It would be too dangerous to force a warp collapse by cracking one of the propulsion coils. That could rupture the hull, end up damaging the Cartabula in the process.
And that risks tearing a hole in space.
We can't have that.
Jerks losing relation value is only a good thing.
Engine status.
It's an option.
The warp cores are still practically
We'll
redlined.
call that Plan B.
However they've supercharged the Zeldi, it still relies on existing systems.
They just amplify the output?
But the Takan have already interfaced with those systems. The controls will be no use. So we'd have to find a way to manually shut down the warp cores.
Might not be a manual shutdown as much as it'll be sabotage.
No one appears to be guarding it. I think I can get us there. But once we're in, do you really think you could cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask, but I'm coming around to it.
Well, usually I'm the guy fixing the things that go wrong on a starship. But I'm sure I could figure out a way to break it.
You may even find you like destroying things.
This plan of yours has one problem. It strands us.
Speaking of, like, mentioning the speed of ships, I think it was J. Michael Straczynski, when he was questioned about the Star Furies in Babylon 5, about their speed, and he responded that they go the speed of the plot. And I actually think that's a rather clever answer, because the minute that you sort of, like, put a speed on something, it limits you in terms of what you can do. You'll get people sort of like saying, well, they can't make it at this speed. You've got a plot hole over here. Yeah. So if you're not doing like a hard sci-fi setting or anything like that, then like there's no problem with like leaving the specifications unsaid and letting them do things as you want. Now, that being said, sometimes you might want to go a bit harder, put specified limits on it, add details. It might mean that, like, this is where you sort of like get into like a detective fiction, actually. Agatha Christie style, where you're playing a lot more fair with the audience and they're able to work things out based on information provided, because this is knowledge that even the reader can sort of get. There's nothing sort of hidden from them. But yeah, like there's a... So it's just a matter of where you want to go with your narrative, I guess.
Left out of the fight when there is a war going on.
Our fight is here, now. This is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all.
Hello.
I thought you'd escaped when we boarded. I'd almost hoped you'd made it off. And Millie's there with you too, right? It's good you two are together. I know you're here, Carter. Your technology is so simple to us. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takan Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery. And a part of you would remain to experience the things I can show you. But if you try to fight it, you're only gonna make things worse.
You don't know what you're doing. Miranda, we can help you, but you have to fight.
Miranda is a part of us now. She's accepted that.
You're lying.
I have no reason to lie. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this. Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy you.
I'll negotiate with Miranda. Our Miranda. When you release her.
She's still here, in a way.
I can't take your word for
We
it.
can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge very soon.
Our comm badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow Scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you. You're still there. I think that's because you know we have something to offer you. And you're starting to do the math. And realizing that making peace with us is better than the alternative.
I don't know who you are, but you're on borrowed time. Miranda, if you're in there, I will find a way to get you back. Keep fighting.
What did that say? Touched when Carter offered to help her fight against the Dakon, and she was entertained by the notion that he thinks that he can get her back. No, we could just step on it, right?
Got it.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You've forgotten something. They know where we're going.
Oh, shit.
Set to stun.
Oh, good.
You're not going to shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
We've managed this far without doing it your way.
We are hardly in control of this situation.
Solve the problem of what to do with him. Now let's move it.
So I just started blasting! Blam! Blam! The Last Guardian.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Alright, let's have a look around. Should be glad that we don't just shoot all of our problems to be that horrific already.
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those Duridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
Scan the plant, apparently. Oh, let's have a look around, shall we?
Burn marks.
The report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up.
We scan those.
If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
What else do we have? Thank you for the blessing. Oh, that one looks glowy. Alright, let's go have a look at the glowy one, shall we?
These crystals are dormant.
Riker's report said they were glowing, that they served as energy collectors. It could be a good sign they're inactive. The Guardian of the Takan doesn't have his guard up.
Anything else? Saliva residue. Hatari's saliva is viscous to accommodate their harsh diet. Cup. Oh, that's a mistake there. That's a scan back from when we were at the mines. Oops. Oops, game.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
Stop.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Those who approach the Bridge of Death must answer me these questions 3. There, the other side, he sees. First, what is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? Right, off you go then. Oh, thank you.
Follow me. Ends here. Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
Hello.
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try. Nothing.
There's gotta be a weakness. Somewhere it isn't totally solid. Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Onwards and upwards, friends.
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
This poor crewman is doomed.
Deval to Resolute. Beam Crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Told ya.
Is he okay?
He'll live.
Not all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Okay. Tricorder to find tetrametric crystals, then shoot them with your phaser. Tetrametric radiation is visible through the tricorder. Fair enough.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Maybe creating an illusion? Very well. He was wearing a blue shirt, actually. They did say that he would live, so... Admittedly, I think it's the yellow shirts nowadays that are in trouble. Like, red shirt is like bridge crew nowadays. Yellow is for security.
Commander!
And engineering, I think.
Look at that.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
Find more crystals, huh?
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu 4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
Then that makes two of us.
Find more crystals, huh?
More crystals.
There's more crystals.
Need a way across.
Okay. Oh, there's a plant.
I wonder if this place was always so lifeless.
Anyway, the important thing was that his rank was crewman. And that's always a bad sign if you're in Star Trek.
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably inhospitable planet. Traces indicate there was once living flora, but it's been dead so long it's practically turned to stone.
From what Portal told Riker, it was an outpost to defend the far edge of the Takan Empire.
Well, it's not that now. Now, it's a grave.
I don't think we're on Space Australia anymore. No tetrametric radiation. Do not discharge phaser at this crystal. Nope, do not discharge phaser. Hello. Hold on, let me, is there anything up here? No. Nope. And we've already shot that one, haven't we? Indeed. Go Space Broncos. Okay. That's bright. Something black. Oh, let's go over there. Alright. Nothing with here. Alright.
There's something alive beyond this wall. Based on the data from the Enterprise's records, it must be Portal 6-3.
I'll figure out how to get us past it.
I know you will.
How come I can't scan that wall?
Biosignature is coming from this direction. I'm sure of it. But there's no getting through here.
There's always a way.
Alright. Let's head across the bridge and see if there's more crystals for us. That looks like crystals. Bye, bridge.
I assume you've noticed the bridge we crossed to get here is no longer tangible.
Ah. Bit of a problem.
Just a little bit.
Logic prevails, there's a way to get it back by finding the right crystal to phaser. I'm getting some faint tetrametric readings from inside that mountain.
Then I'll head over there.
And I'll stay here, in case the bridge decides to come back.
Why don't we just get the people on the other side to zap the same crystal that I shot before? That seems logical, right? Do not phaser. Do not phaser. That looks shiny over there. So which one? This one, huh?
Good.
Okay. So it wants us to go that way. Let me have a look around here first. There's a few things, isn't there? Oh, let's not pull that out. Boy, let me scan you. Alright, so go that way. This is probably for the bridge, right? What's going on here, buddy? Can't get a good angle. That's why we gotta go across there, right? Okay. Let's head around here. Yeah, nothing over here. Just more tetra-magnetic or whatever they're calling it. And yeah, always go the wrong way. That's what I always do in any game. Always go the wrong way first. And honestly, I appreciate it when the game lets me know I'm going the wrong way, so that I don't have to worry about whether I'm going the wrong way or not. Because I never want to go the right way. So not that one. Excuse me. Not you. Why would you go the right way when you could go the left way? Mm-hmm. Maybe that one.
Tetrametric.
There. Oh.
Better go see what's different.
Is that rock always there? Alright. There we go. So much Tetris metrics in the Star Trek game.
We'll make sure it's safe.
And then sometimes if you go the right way too far by accident because you think that it's the wrong way, you end up hitting a cutscene and then you can't go back to go where the wrong way was. And that is so rough. That's a big crystal. Hey, these plants look like they might be alive.
Incredible.
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No. Not a match.
It's the crystal.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Zap it?
Doctor, be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Honestly, they should probably just be locked on just in case, regardless.
Amazing.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plants.
Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools.
In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian? I am Guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone for so long. If it is true, how did they return?
Draconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream.
Interesting.
Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
You don't have to do anything except help us find them. If that's all you want to do.
I don't believe that.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
What are you... Where are we? Where's my team?
They're safe where we left them.
Space wizards.
That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, John Rydeck.
Very well. Could literally teleported us over there with you. Look, he wants to make an impression, right? That's the case, I'll just walk over. I'm not gonna run.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takan. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss. The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
But I'm not alone in the Federation. I'm a part of something larger, just like your Takan Empire was.
We are not the same.
Just leisurely walk on up. This is why nobody visits you.
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Cobliad do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense. Not by my logic.
The only reason any of my people are still alive, why I am still alive, is because the Federation helped us. We would have been extinct decades ago without the Duridium the Federation gave us. If anything, I owe them gratitude. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed.
You got to say about this? Portal 6-3. Found Jara to be diplomatic and loyal in their first meeting on Delphi Ardu 4.
You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
You don't have to do this, you know. Like, you could teleport me with you, we could stay on one island. You could go to the main island first, you know. You could probably, like, teleport us, like a nice table where we could sit down at. Like, instead, you're making me walk on these floating rocks just to show off that you can do that.
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Takan Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people.
You just said that they weren't your own people, right?
Betrayal of my oath, and everything I vowed to protect.
These aren't the Takan you knew. They're a facsimile. They're imposters.
They are sus.
And they tarnish the Takan name.
We faced these questions in my time as well. What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Takan plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Takonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake. I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming. That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Takan did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these Scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood. I'm curious to see these Scions masquerading as true Takan. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Takan, to understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return.
When he pressed her on why she had come, he was struck by her reasoning and morality. Yeah, he seems like a decent fellow. A little bit megalomaniacal, but like as you say, he's been alone for a long time.
Commander!
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
Come along, Space Wizard.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your Do you have any equipment or tools?
I think he's got his own ride.
Whoa.
This is all I need.
Away team +1, ready to beam up.
Alright, power gauntlet it is.
Four warp cores. That's interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Actually, you know what? I think I'll pause things here for now. Like last time I was like, I'll wait for the next sort of like white text sort of like come up, and that was like an hour and a half or something like that, because for some reason that chapter was a really long one. So this is our normal time. We're sort of like doing like a whole bunch of a whole lot of streams lately, so I figure it's probably best if we pause here for now. But we will resume this next week. We'll probably do more of this. I'll ask you, chat. Should we do some of this on the weekend, or should we do some of this on Wednesday? What do you think would be best here? Yeah, no problem. I definitely want to do more of this. We want to finish this 100%. So we could either pick this up tomorrow, or whatever makes me happy. All right. Well, in that case, reload the save after the first stream and do the same parts twice. Alright, so what we will do, we'll continue with Super Robot Wars on the weekend, and on Monday we'll do Fuga, Tuesday will be XCOM 2, Wednesday will be, as I was sort of like saying before, instead of Digimon we'll be doing more Star Trek, and Thursday and Friday will be Limbus Company, because that's when the new chapter comes out, alright? So we'll do that then for people. That sounds like a great schedule, to be honest. It is a big schedule, certainly. I'll have to actually check, I guess, if I will be available on Monday, because for all I know, work might be like, hey, since you didn't come in last week, would you like to come in on Monday to sort of like get you some hours? Assuming I still test negative for COVID. I'm doing another test on Sunday to make sure that remains consistent. It's not a holiday for me, as far as I know. I don't think it's a holiday for me. I didn't see anything like that. But I'll find that anyway, on Sunday at least. But yeah. And thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope that's something that you all appreciated. Now, let us look for somebody to raid, and yeah, let's pop in. Hey, you know what, Callista? We'll go with a suggestion tonight. What do you have in mind for us? I don't have any particular targets tonight. What are you thinking? Code channel, huh? Alrighty then. Let me get that up. Alright, let me put that in. There we go. Oh, raid settings do not permit raids, unfortunately. Sorry, Code Channel, I'll have to pass on you this time. In that case, we'll go with Senpai's suggestion of Leela Gewitter. There we go. Yeah, she has been going for... Yeah, I'm seeing that she's doing a raid right now. All right, let's go with Leela Gawitta then, shall we? All right. I mean, I've certainly been hit sometimes with raids right at the end of the streams as well. So, all right. So yeah, let's go pop in there, shall we? So, thank you very much, everyone. As always, you're gonna raid me, and then it's gonna be both be awkward, certainly. Double raid. All right. So, and yeah, I will post up my schedule. It'll likely be consistent, but we'll see on Sunday if I have to modify it for whatever reason. So, thank you very much, and good night. See ya.